In dimensioning the index feed, we do have a counterboard hole that we have to dimension, as well as this tolerance. Dimensioning the tolerance is pretty straightforward. This is nothing more than a dimension text edit. If I select on the text, I can then type in a hyphen 0.745. But you'll notice that the text is too large. You can drop a line of text, and in order to do so, all you have to do is hit enter, and that should allow you to place the text in between the arrowheads or in between the extension lines. The next is the counterboard hole. We are looking to create symbols. And what we're going to first start off with is using the diameter for the counterboard, because we generate the leader line here and also our first dimension. The thing is, we want to say that this is the counterbore. So we are looking for a counterbore symbol. These symbols are not the easiest to find, so that's why I'm showing you this. Once I double click on the text, I'm in the annotate toolbar, or text editor, text editing toolbar. I have the option for symbol, and that counterbore symbol is not here. But if I go to other, the first thing I want to do is change whatever the default text type is. If you go to GDT, and they are listed alphabetically, I'm going to go to GDT, and I will see some of my drawing symbols that I need. First is the counterbore symbol, this U shape. The next one that we're going to use for this one is the depth symbol. So we will need both of these for this part. So counterbore, I'm going to select it, I'm going to copy it. I'm then going to come over to the text and I'm going to right click and paste it. So I now have the counterbore symbol in front of the counterbore diameter. I'm now going to set the counterbore depth. I'm going to drop a line of text. I'm going to go back to symbol, other. I should be in my GDT text style, and I'm going to select the depth symbol, this arrow pointing down. I'm going to select it, copy it, and now paste it. And that depth is 0.38. I'm going to drop another line of text. Now I need the drill diameter. The term drill represents diameter. So our drill, in all capital letters, is 0.50 for our drill diameter. You'll notice that the text size is smaller. The text size that we have been using is 1/8 of an inch, 0.125. This text size is smaller. If I select all the text, I can change the font size to 0.125 so all the text size matches. I have now set the counterbore note. Counterbore symbol, the depth of the counterbore, and the drill diameter. From here, dimensioning does go pretty straightforward. You do run out of space quite quickly, so you may have to adjust where you do place a dimension. Starting with overall length, width, and height would be a good place to start. Overall length, overall width, and I'm going to set an overall height. From here, I have this dimension of 125 in the front. I have a overall height of this section of 0.62, and I'm going to move this inside the arrowheads. I also have a depth of 0.19, and I can flip this to the opposing side. Too many snaps are on. The snaps are all on. Alright, so that cleaned up much better. I won't be able to fit this 0.19 in between. It'll be too tight. Other dimensions, 0.19 for the thickness at the bottom, and I can flip this to the opposing side. Again, not going to fit that in between the arrowheads here. What else do I got? I have the length of this cutout, which is 1, and the length here, which is 1/4 of an inch. Oh, let's go to the top. 125. I need to place the hole. And in doing so, this dimension of 0.75, if I place it here, it's probably going to run into my angled dimension. If I bring it all the way out to the end, I'm going through multiple object lines, and the same thing would happen if I went here to the right side. We want to eliminate dimensioning on the part, but in this case, dimensioning on the part right in here is probably your best option. I need a horizontal dimension. We don't want to dimension to a hidden line. We don't want this dimension of 0.38. That's dimensioning to a hidden line. In terms of a substitute dimension, the fact that 125 plus 0.38 is 163. This would be a substitute dimension, so we're not breaking any dimensioning rules here. I do need a linear dimension of 0.94. Placing it over here would be ideal, but we do have this 30-degree angle that we have to worry about, and those two will conflict. So placing this in the top view would be the better option. At this point, I should only have angle measurements left. So a 30-degree angle. I have a 40 and a 50-degree angle. So a 50-degree angle. If you can fit it here, fit it. And a 40-degree angle. This one fits very easily. But creating the symbols for the counterbore and running what's known as a text override for the tolerance. Use a dimension that's already provided with your linear dimension and just add the information that you need. 0.62 overall height. 190. I don't think that will fit in between the arrowheads. It's tight. It fits. 190 fits without having to change all of our font size. So you can fit it in there. 125 I have at the top. Looks good. There's the index feed. Dimensioning a counterboard hole and a tolerance.